You believe in Jesus being the Messiah? I have not been blessed with that faith. I do not believe that. Sorry, I don't. I wish I did, if you want me to be completely honest. But my rational mind just can't let me believe that.
And I came across this video this past week of Asmongold, who I like, talking about how he wishes he was religious, but he's too rational. This is one of his poor takes, unfortunately, because I think, and I believe, that the peak of rationality is, one, approaching intellectual curiosity with humility and accepting that you don't know everything, but two, doing the research. We have the evidence of God, and anyone who says we don't is lying to you. First, we have Eucharistic miracles. We have over 100. They bleed from the inside out and coagulate at the edge, which means that no one could have added the blood later. It came from within. It's always AB blood, just like the Shroud of Turin, which I'll get to in a second. It always has white blood cells in it, which means it came from a living trauma victim. And most importantly, and most miraculously, it only has one chromosome from an earthly mother. There is no earthly father, so there is no Y chromosome. Just an X from the mother. No one on the planet Earth could recreate that today. We have dozens of these. So that's Eucharistic miracles. Then you look at the Marian miracles. The three biggest Marian apparitions are Our Lady of Guadalupe, Our Lady of Lourdes, and Our Lady of Fatima. So first you have Our Lady of Guadalupe. I'm going to try to explain Our Lady of Guadalupe. I could make, and I have made, hour-long videos about this. So I'm going to try to jam it all into about a minute, okay? I'm going to try to do this as fast as humanly possible. So, Our Lady of Guadalupe. There was a poor Mexican farmer named Juan Diego who saw Our Lady in the sky. And Our Lady said to Juan Diego, I want to have a church built right here. And Juan Diego was like, okay, what do you want me to do about it? I want you to go tell your pastor, tell your priest, and have him build a church here. Tell him Our Lady said it. It's like, okay, let me go tell him. So he goes, tells the priest, yeah, I saw Virgin Mary in the sky, and she wants a church built right here. Priest is like, all right, I'm going to need a little more than that. He goes back, and Mary says, okay, what do you got for me? I'm going to need a little more, Mother. Okay. See those wildflowers over there? He looks, he sees them. He's impressed. Yeah, I see them. Those aren't from here. Take those, show them to your priest. He'll believe you then. So, Juan Diego gathers up the flowers in his cloak, his tilma. It's made out of cactus fibers. Wraps it up, goes to the priest. Priest says, all right, what do you got for me? Drops the tilma. Flowers fall out. And Juan Diego is like, see? The flowers. But that's not what the priest is looking at. The priest is looking at the tilma that has Our Lady's image perfect on it. There's no man-made pigments, paint, or anything that made this. It's incredible. So, this has been around for over 500 years. We still have it to this day. It survived candle smoke, acid attacks, and dynamite placed right in front of it. Right in front of it. It's in a glass frame. The dynamite was so strong, it blew out the windows of all the neighboring buildings. But yet, Our Lady, that glass that it was in, not even a crack. Perfect. So, that's only just how we still have it. That's not even the miracle of it all. So the miracle of it all, first you have Our Lady's cloak. And what's interesting is the stars are in the exact constellation alignment they were in the sky that night. Except not from Juan Diego's point of view looking up, but rather from God's point of view looking down. And the Corona constellation, which means crown, was on Our Lady's head. The Virgo constellation, which is Virgin, purity, is on her heart. And then the lion, Leo the lion, Jesus was referred to as the Lion of Judah, is right on her womb. If you look at her dress, her blouse, every flower is placed in the exact spot a volcano is located in Mexico. So you have earth and heaven together. She is stepping with the sun at her back and the moon at her feet. This was symbolized conquering the old pagan gods that the Aztecs, the Mexicans, were worshipping at that time. This was just after the Reformation had spread across Europe. And Our Lady of Guadalupe, this miracle, brought more people to the Catholic Church than they lost in Europe with the Protestant Reformation. It's a miracle. It's incredible. So we still have it. How it came together is beyond explanation, but I haven't even covered the most miraculous part of it. You see, it's her eyes. Her eyes, according to the Perkin-J-Sampson law. When we look at something, we see it up the right way twice and upside down once. That's because of the shape of the eye, right? So in this, you can actually see Juan Diego in Our Lady's eyes. But you can't see it with a blind eye. You have to actually have a super microscope, the type of microscope that they did not have 500 years ago. So no one could have ever even saw the need to create that. We can't even see it. Who are they going to impress with that? It's a miracle. It's not about impressing anybody. It's a miracle from God. Also, if you shine a flashlight on Our Lady's eyes, they dilate. Her temperature is always 98.6 degrees like any other healthy living human, no matter what the temperature is around her. So that's just Our Lady of Guadalupe. Our Lady of Lourdes, they have a department set up with just scientists, most of them atheists. Well, they start out atheists. And they investigate claims of miracles from Our Lady of Lourdes. They're up to about 7,000. Then we have Our Lady of Fatima, which took place in 1917. The miracle of the sun, as it's called, was seen by over 70,000 people. Those are just 3 apparitions. So we have the Eucharistic Miracles, we have Marian apparitions, we also have the Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin shows the image of a man who's been crucified. This is from the 1st century. We have the plant fibers that confirm this, despite any claims of medieval carbon dating. Those have all been debunked, so get out of here with that. That's nonsense. The Shroud of Turin, to recreate today, would require upwards of 34 trillion watts of power. That's more than can be generated on any one place on Earth at one time. This happened 2,000 years ago, through a linen shroud. Jesus rose through it, rose from the dead. Remember, no one ever claimed that the tomb wasn't empty. It was definitely empty. The only argument was the body stolen, or did it actually rise from the dead? It couldn't have been stolen because the apostles would have saw no need for that, because they didn't really understand what Jesus meant when he said he was going to rise from the dead after 3 days. They thought he was gone forever. And fourth, the most rational and obvious argument for evidence of God is the fine-tuning of the universe. How everything is just perfect enough for us to live here. All of the greatest minds had to take some things on faith. They had to trust that our world was so fine-tuned that science and math would actually make sense and be repeatable. Because it's only because of the fine-tuning of the universe, which then flies in the face of the science that says we're just some Goldilocks planet, that just everything happens to be just right. Okay. That's so ridiculous and against all mathematical probability. But yet you have no problem throwing your math aside when your point's at stake. So Asmongold, to believe is to be rational, because the evidence for God is both abundantly clear and clearly abundant.